Yo, what's up? It's Cactus Cooler.
What's up, it's the Anxiety Healer. So this is the first episode. Shut the fuck up. This is the first episode of the Positive Energy Pod. Thanks for tuning in.
We're here to discuss things that'll make you guys, put you guys in a good mood, maintain some positive energy, and honestly just like talk about some problems that everyone's facing and shit right now.
Today's episode's gonna be a heater. We got a few topics at hand here. Save the Kids token as well as the whole ShinSnipes scandal.
Yeah, definitely some important topics right there. I feel like our opinions be pretty insightful. I feel like we got a lot of research put into this, and some of the less informed people can get a lot of knowledge out of this podcast today.
It's gonna be pretty juicy. I'd strap in, buckle up, and enjoy the ride as we tackle these fucking topics and shed light on some pretty serious issues.
Yeah, this podcast's gonna be badass.
Alright, without further ado, let's just head right into the meat and potatoes of things and dive headfirst into the Save the Kids token controversy.
Yeah, so Billy, what do you think about the whole Save the Kids situation with the with all the FaZe members and all the influencers and all that involved?
At first, I was appalled. Shocked and appalled. I mean, how could any of these guys do such a thing? They're all goated.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fucked up.
But, I mean, is it? Is what they're saying even true? Is the question.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't heard both sides of the story to their full extent yet.
Did you see Frazier's apology?
I did see Frazier's apology.
Did you see the tears he was shedding?
Yeah, that was some real shit, to be honest.
He got set up.
I think Frazier definitely wasn't in the wrong in the situation. I feel like he was just trying to do a service to the Save the Kids token, and a lot of people took what he did out of context.
Were you surprised when FaZe released that tweet stating that they dropped Frazier?
Oh, I was disgusted by that tweet. That was the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen from one of the most well-respected gaming organizations on the planet.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
And then on top of that, I saw Tico recently said he's taking a break from YouTube. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the tweet actually. It brought tears to my eyes, to be honest, because Tico's always been like sorry, I'm getting a little emotional right now. Tico's always been a pretty big influence for a lot of the up-and-coming YouTubers out there, and to see him go because of something that wasn't even his fault was just disgusting.
Exactly. Especially considering Jarvis and Econ were involved as well, and I mean, there's some of my favorite FaZe members right there.
Yeah, FaZe and Econ, I love that guy. His content's dope. His prank videos. I can't see the man do something as bad as what people are making this out to be.
Exactly, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
So it's a shame people need to jump on this bandwagon of like hatred and negativity when most of it is just bullcrap.
It's because it's the easy way out. All these people who are just obsessed with FaZe Clan, and FaZe Clan wanted to not be involved in the situation despite it being their own members. You know, you feel that like if they're your own clan members, you should back them up, right? You guys are a fucking clan. And they just threw them under the bus like they were nothing. That's what pisses me off.
I love Banks, but he's fake as fuck for that.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck with Ricky anymore after that.
I fuck with him heavy, but I think he's definitely in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely waiting to see a twit logger from him. Yeah, what he did to, you know, his own teammates is just fucking nasty.
And for those that don't know, we're not going to break it down, get into details, but there's all sorts of misinformation on the internet about this whole situation. So take everything with a grain of salt. All these YouTubers, all these quote-unquote researchers making these videos about the situation, they weren't even involved.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to listen to them when they don't know what the crap is going on right now.
Exactly. If anything, listen to the FaZe members involved and see what they have to say about things, because you're hearing it from the horse's mouth right there.
Yeah, none of these news stations are trying to get the proper information. They're trying to get views. They want ratings, so they're going to juice up what happened, when in actuality, I don't think Nikon and Jarvis and all them did anything wrong.
Yeah, I mean, do you believe that anybody actually lost money on this? Or do you think that's just bullcrap?
I think that's bullcrap.
Same, bro, but only time will tell. We have to see what happens. We'll do a follow-up, see if they pick K back up.
Shit on the situation, we'll definitely have another pod about it.
As of right now, Jarvis and Tico and Nikon are still suspended, so we'll just have to see what FaZe does about it in the future.
We do encourage all of our viewers, however, to tweet the hashtags, #FreeJarvis, #FreeNikon, #FreeTico, because if we don't put attention to the situation, they're never going to get taken care of, and it's just fucking sad to see. Exactly.
I think that pretty much covers the whole Save the Kids token situation. You want to move on to the ShinSnipes scandal? Or do you have anything more to say?
Before we move on, I do want to say, too, is the token was to save the fucking kids. Like, they weren't doing it to take advantage of anybody. They were just trying to save the kids.
You're right. It's about saving the kids. I don't see how ruining the content creators' careers is saving the kids. Those videos were made for the kids.
Yeah, if anything, the content creators are saving the kids.
Exactly.
All these kids that, you know, they stay home, they're bad, they're not social, they don't have much friends. They, you know, they go to these content creators to find happiness and comfort, and you're gonna sit here and cancel them because they were trying to help the kids out. I just think it's fucked up.
Me
It's
too,
definitely
man.
a dick move by Ricky Banks to kick them all, or sorry, suspend them.
Well, he did kick Frazier, who was actually one of my favorite FaZe members.
Frazier's still in FaZe in my heart. No cap. I'm still calling him FaZe K.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of comments I saw in his video saying it's so weird seeing FaZe not in your name, but FaZe K will always be in our hearts.
Yeah, I felt that on a spiritual level.
Should we move on to the ShinSnipes situation?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if we're going to be mad at anybody right now in any of these situations, it should definitely be ShinSnipes. Because that guy's a dickhead.
Agreed. He's a real fucking piece of shit. And for people who don't know, you want to break it down for him?
Yeah, I feel like you might be a little more well-versed in the whole situation, but I'll just get out the basics and all that. You can follow up with some more in-depth detail. But basically, ShinSnipes, this dickhead, he was talking to a 17, if I'm not mistaken, or was it 16? Billy, can you over?
15 to 7. I'm not sure.
15 to
We're
17.
we're getting different details from different sources. I heard 15. I also heard 17.
Yeah, some even say 16. So it's up in the air.
Anyways, it's underage. She was underage.
Yeah, she was a child, and he was 18 years old at the time, possibly 19.
No,
actually,
I believe he was
now that I look back
19,
at the
19 or
situation.
20.
Yeah, now that I just checked my notes. It looks like he was actually 19 at the time. And yeah, he sent her a dick pic.
Yeah, the guy
under fucking
hopped in her
age.
DMs and sent her a little DP.
That's so fucked.
It's disgusting.
And now, like, because of his stupid actions, raw sniping is getting so much hate, and they didn't even freaking do anything wrong.
So I have the screenshots here. Not of the DP; those weren't exposed.
Thank the
A
Lord for
DM
that
from
one.
August 13th, 2020. He goes, "I don't want to dig myself into a hole bringing this up, but I don't want to get in trouble either." She replies, "What you mean? Just tell me." He says, "Remember when we were fooling around in DMs a while ago, and I kind of like showed you my asterisk, 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 asterisk?" Yeah.
Wait, what was that asterisk? What was that in regards to for the viewers in case they don't know?
Either cock or dick.
Gotcha. Thanks for clarifying.
She says yes. He says, "I just want to make sure that doesn't go out." And just that alone is disgusting. No apologies for the unsolicited DP. He's just getting in her DMs, making sure she doesn't expose him.
Yeah, it sounds like he was really just trying to cover his ass. He didn't actually care about what the victim felt, which is disgusting.
And then he also states, "The picture I don't really care about, but you were underage at the time. And with all the exposing and stuff going on, it messed with my head a little bit."
Yeah, let me real quick. I got the twit longer loaded up right here, actually.
Well,
The,
there were a few more messages he sent that are pretty fucking disgusting. If you want me to read those.
Oh yeah, you can read them off real quick. I apologize for interrupting.
This is only 30 minutes later. He says, "It was a massive turn on, not gonna lie." She says, "What was?" He says, "Talking to you at that point in time." She says, "Like, underage?" He says, "Well, not just that. I mean, that too. But like, you're cute."
I'm at a loss for words right now, Billy.
He says, "At the same time, don't think of it as a mistake. I don't know what I did with you, and honestly, I'd do it again." She says, "Oh." He says, "Sorry if that came off a little blunt," laughing my ass off. And that's it. That's the convo right there.
He's literally laughing, knowing that she feels like the victim, because she was.
It's fucking disgusting.
The worst part about it's yet to come, too. Let me quote the twit longer real quick. Would you like me to read the whole twit longer, or just like the last couple paragraphs? The whole twit longer.
I think you should read the whole thing.
Alright, it's a little bit of a read, okay?
It's okay.
Alright, he titled it, "Take What You Will From This." You're reading this and probably already thinking to yourself that I'm about to play victim. No, what you see is what I did. I'm not proud of it at all, and I tried to grow from it. when I started talking to her in that way, it was right before I joined the Army. So he's obviously just trying to use that as a cop-out. It was already a pretty bad time in my life, so I was in a bad mindset as it was. I already made my apology to Lily, and I also did to her boyfriend, and I tried to do what I can to be friends with both of them and show them I've changed. I've taken some time to think about everything that I feel like I needed to say this. What I don't like about this entire situation is how she can just sit there and play victim when she was playing Parasite with people that weren't even just me when she was younger than what she was. I don't even know what that means. I was terrible for playing through with it, but I cannot let her sit, which I think he meant to say here, and make it look like I groomed her. She egged it on. She was 17 at the time, and I was 20. So apparently, according to Twitlonger Billy, he wasn't even 19 years old at the time. He was 20. Disgusting. She's done this before. Nothing was sent without consent. I asked her if it was okay to send something before I sent it, and she sent me things that had no nudity in parentheses, knowing full well what she was doing. Here's a screenshot from the cutout image in the tweet she made me. So the screenshot's actually a DM conversation on Twitter where he says, "The picture I don't really care about, but you were underage at the time. And with all the exposing and stuff going on, it messed with my head a little." And then she replied, "Oh, LOL," in all caps. "Not that sort of person, don't worry. I dated my ex when I was 15, 16, and he was 24 to 25. So trust me, I don't care. LOL." He follows up the Twitlonger after posting a link to that Gaiazo screenshot saying, "I could find more things that she said, but I'm not here to make excuses. I'm here to cover the entire story. I knew that it was wrong."
Sounds like a lot of excuses to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of bullcrap, if I'm being honest. And now I'm here, looking like the complete asshole when she won't even tell the full story. All of a sudden, because I've got a platform, she feels like I don't deserve it. And suddenly, because her boyfriend isn't okay with it, she decides now it's time to take me down. There are other people in the community that she's done this to. They're probably worse than my case because she was younger than 17 with them. She said it herself. 17 is a legal age where she's from. So I'm not concerned with her trying to get police involved. She was mature enough to know what was going on. It isn't like she was just entering her teen ages. And I did stop myself from continuing what I did. It wasn't like I had a thing for doing that. She was the only person I was ever like that to. And I also told her that. I was really ashamed of myself for that situation that happened years ago, especially from these past few months. So for anyone who's read this top to bottom, I appreciate you for giving me your time. I did wrong, but she wasn't right either. I'm not the same person I was then. I truly changed, and I did my best to change. And this last sentence, I vomited the first time I read this last sentence in this Twitlonger, if I'm being honest, Billy. He said, "And to the people she's done this to when she was younger, she's coming for you next." What do you think of that Twitlonger?
I mean, just those words at the end. He's trying to play victim, like he said he wasn't, and he's trying to make this girl out to be something she's not.
She was an innocent child. He was a grown-ass man, knowing what he was doing.
I mean, what was the age gap, according to him?
Yeah, it's...
like three years?
Yeah, he said 3 years. He said he was 20 and she was 17.
But at that age, 3 years might as well be fucking 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day,
your brain's developing so much faster at a young age that
it's easy
by
to
20 years old, you're
people.
a fucking grown man. She's still a child.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Anything she consented to, I know you can't see me, but I'm air quoting right there, wasn't actually her consenting. She was a fucking child. Child can't consent to receive unsolicited dick pics from a grown man.
I mean, do you even think there was any point in that Twitlonger? Did any of that need to be said, really? I think the guy should have just shut his yap trap and got the hell off Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think a Twitlonger is going to get him out of that situation. Not one. Maybe a couple.
But as you know, this guy can't shut the fuck up. He's famous for having an enormous tweet count. Over 250,000.
Can you break that down to the viewers, actually? How many per day that would equate to?
Given he's been on Twitter since 2014, that would equate to about roughly 100 tweets daily.
Yeah, this guy had a big Twitter addiction, if you ask me. And
to be honest, I used to have a lot of respect for this guy. Anyone who has that many tweets has my respect. But you do something like this?
It's a pretty tall task.
Get the fuck out of here. Deactivate and don't come back.
Yeah, that guy can piss off. He's dead to me.
And, I thought that was pretty much it for the situation until a legendary Call of Duty player Toy Soldier decided he wanted to defend this asshole. What are your thoughts on that?
Could we get a link to the Toy Soldier tweet? It was a tweet, right? Or was it a video?
It was a number of tweets as well as a twit longer explaining why he's defending him.
Can you do the viewers a favor real quick and read the twit longer? Let's hear it.
His original tweet that he caught a lot of shit for is going back to that screenshot where she says she dated her ex when she was 15, 16, and he was 24, 25. So trust me, I don't care. And he says, in regards to this, there is clearly more than meets the eye here.
That is revolting. I almost chucked right now, if I'm being honest with you, Billy. Hearing somebody as prominent as the community as Toy Soldier say something as nasty as that, I really
was
don't know how to trust
unnecessary.
anymore.
Why defend a fucking pedophile?
Yeah, unnecessary is like, I don't know, that's a nice way of putting it. That was just straight up foul. I used to have a lot of respect for Toy Soldier too. His videos are always badass.
I agree with that. He also says, you dated your ex, in agreement, I presume, when he was 24, 25, while you were 15, 16. You then use these parameters as an example to why ShinSnipes should not be concerned about a smaller age gap. She lulled him into a false sense of security before dragging his name through the mud a year later.
Yeah,
what a outlandish thing to say.
Yeah, it's completely outlandish. ShinSnipes should know the situation he's getting himself into. I mean,
when you send a fucking DP to an underage girl, there's no reason for that shit.
It's alright, Billy. You can calm down a little bit.
Man, I just get so fucking angry when I think about this fucking pedophile.
Yeah, me too.
You don't send a DP unsolicited to a woman, period, let alone someone under the age of 18.
Yeah, let alone to a child. I hate that guy.
Toy Soldier did catch a lot of flack for these statements from the COD community. New_LBean says, as an adult, I fully believe that you should be able to understand that children aren't mature enough to make these decisions. Just because they've been with a 24, 25-year-old before doesn't mean it's right. And it's still fucking nonsense.
I completely agree with LBeans on this one. I mean, LBeans one of those people in the community. He's a very, very insightful, like, neutral standing person whenever one of these situations arises. So hearing someone like him being so adamant about, like, Toy Soldier and ShinSnipes being in the wrong really gives me some hope in humanity.
Agreed. So,
let's get to a cheerier subject. I feel like we've talked enough about the ShinSnipes situation, and given the information we have at hand, I think we can conclude that guy's a dickhead.
Exactly. This is the positive energy pod, not the negative energy pod.
Yeah, I completely agree. That was a good one. So what do you want to talk about now, Billy?
What do you want to talk about?
We can talk about Norden's rise back to fame.
We could do that?
Yeah, do you want to start us off on that one?
Yeah, man. Everyone knows FaZe Rain. He's been through the ringer these last few years, dealing with all sorts of chronic pain issues and drug addiction. But as of lately, he's been sober, man, and he's been killing it.
Yeah, definitely. I get the notification every morning from the Drip Gang Discord that he's gone live, and it just every time my phone lights up and I see that, it warms my heart.
I mean, how couldn't it? Norden's energy is so infectious. It could turn a frown upside down in a matter of milliseconds.
More like it could turn a frown into a rat face. Am I right, Billy?
Good one, man. It's accurate as fuck, though. I feel Norden's positive energy on a spiritual level.
If I had to say, I would honestly say Norden's my spirit animal.
Jeff Bezos is my spirit animal.
Dude, Jeff Bezos is a badass. Did you see he went to space?
I did. That was fucking epic, man.
That crap was cool. Elon Musk better step his game up.
I mean, that guy's badass.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, just so all the viewers know, I didn't mean that in a bad way.
That guy sent a fucking Tesla to space.
Shit. That crap's insane.
So I'm just scrolling Twitter right now and looking for topics.
We could take a brief moment in time to take a moment in the podcast to plug some of the Twitter accounts that put hours and hours into their work and deliver us quality content on a daily basis.
Yeah, this is a new segment we're introducing called Shoutouts of the Week. Shoutouts of the Week.
Yeah.
We just shout out our favorite Twitter users and their handles, and you guys can go follow them.
Yeah, I definitely want to kick off our first shout out of the week by shouting out Shoddy Astrology.
That is at SHAWTYASTROLOGY.
Yeah, awesome tweets on a daily basis. You know, they talk about energy, spiritualism, things that really matter in our everyday life, and a lot of people take those for granted. So if you ever need a positivity boost, or you know, you even just want to do a little bit of research regarding spiritualism and all that, check them out.
Next shout out this week goes to Kaylee Renee. That's at KALEIRENAY. Recent FaZe recruit. And her tweets, I feel, on a fucking spiritual level. This chick does not give a fucking rat's ass.
She knows she's cringe, and that's the whole point. Definitely one of the better users of Twitter.com, if I do have to say so myself. And honestly, a really well-deserved FaZe Clan recruit, if you ask me.
She's a fucking loose cannon, man. Strap in before reading her tweets. Because this chick does not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted.
So smash that follow button.
Definitely. Any other Twitter accounts you want to shout out?
Big shout out to Twitter user PZMurphs. His handle is at MURFSPZ. Speaking of people that don't give a fuck, this guy does not give a single fuck. His tweets are pretty off the wall, constantly starting shit with other users. It's pretty funny. I'm always just grabbing the popcorn and watching. He puts on quite a show.
Yeah, I know whenever PZ Murphs pops up on the timeline, I'm in for a wild ride. But I'm all strapped in and ready for it.
Go follow him, guys.
Is there any other shout-outs? I feel like we can use a little bit more time for shout-outs.
Huge shout-out to Jamal Lick the Cheek. That's at JAMALLICKTHECHE.
Yeah, definitely a Twitter account worth checking out. I mean, just look at the AVI. That picture's iconic. Been here since the dawn of man, if you ask me. At least since I've been on Twitter, seen that picture going around. Just clicking on his profile alone, you'll see his pinned tweet actually is him labeling himself with autism. So make sure you know you treat him with respect and everything. Some people struggle with mental issues and disabilities, and Jamal Lick the Cheek's a normal guy just like the rest of us.
If you're into weed or food porn, you're going to love this guy's tweets.
Yeah, I completely agree with that one. Definitely worth checking out for sure.
Anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, I think I can get a shout out going real quick. Let's see real fast. Oh, huge shout out actually to David Medellin. That is at _ MEDELLINDAVID. You know, what more can we say about David Medellin?
Great musician. Great guy. Great tweets.
This is the trifecta, if you ask me.
What more do we need to say?
Definitely one of the best users on the website. All right,
follow his ass.
Yeah, definitely. I think if we're going to, I do want to do one more shout out actually before we stop the segment. Our last shout out today is going to go to Jordan at OKCMPTER. Just a really funny dude. All of his tweets are, you know, super relatable. His most recent tweet 6 hours ago from when we're posting this, it just says "hate job." Come on, we could all relate to that crap, right?
I know I can.
Yeah, I can too. Do you have anything you want to say about Jordan?
I mean, I didn't want to say this live on air. That guy did unfollow me a little bit ago, and I hit him with the unfollow back, man. What can I say? Me and Jordan got a little bit of beef.
You're telling me we just shouted this dude out and you don't even follow him? That's a dick move, Billy. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, man. Team follow back and team unfollow back. What can I say?
I do respect that you keep it real.
It's better than being fake as fuck.
But yeah, back to the topics. I don't know, what did you want to Holy crap.
What's
Billy,
up?
You're not going to believe this.
What?
So I was just scrolling through the Twitter timeline, and I'm just going to retweet it so you can see it yourself. If you want to check the timeline real quick and read it out to the followers.
It's looking like we got some breaking news on the COVID-19 virus.
Pandemic.
Experts are saying there will be a fourth wave likely in December. And to that I say, stay home, man.
Yeah, it sounds like it's time to mask up.
Sounds like it's time to vax up, get those booster shots, and practice social distancing because the Delta variant's running rampant, the Lambda variant's running rampant. And
just the original COVID is still running rampant if you're not vaccinated yet.
Well, even if you are vaccinated, you still got to mask up if you don't want to catch the Lambda variant.
I agree.
And, I mean, when this fourth wave hits, people are going to be dropping like flies. There's no question about it. So, if you're not staying home, it's a fucking death wish.
I was thinking about it, too, with the whole mask situation. Do you think you should wear a mask for each variant going around? I feel like that might be the society we live in now. Because I know damn well I'm not going to put my life in danger. And one mask obviously isn't getting the job done.
Exactly, man. And I mean, most of these people that are vaccinated, including myself, haven't gotten their booster shots yet, which is a huge issue. It's why you're seeing so many people. It's why you're seeing the infection rates skyrocket.
Yeah, people aren't taking care of themselves, and it shows.
They're not getting the jab, man, and they're not masking up. And then they wonder why they have flu-like symptoms. And they can't breathe. It's called the fucking Delta variant, dumbass.
Yeah, and to look out for the listeners and all that, we will drop a link afterwards to it's the official purchase link for the DuPont XL chemical disposable encapsulated suit. I don't know about you.
If you want serious protection from the Delta variant, you're going to need one of these bad boys.
Yeah, and honestly, the $2,240 price tag is a small price to pay for safety.
You know, what blows my mind is the CDC hasn't issued some sort of lockdown by now.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there, running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads chopped off.
The infection.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The infection rates are skyrocketing. And they're like, oh, just go out and play. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, they obviously don't care. They're just trying to make money, and it definitely shows. I, for one, wouldn't listen to anything that the CDC says moving forward.
Personally, I haven't left my house. I've left my house maybe 4 times total since last March 2020. It's called social distancing. It's called quarantining. Do your fucking part.
Yeah, you don't want to be another statistic because you decided to go to the club. All right, yeah, I definitely just thought that was worth mentioning. Some breaking news that we were able to catch live while recording the cast. So that was very unexpected, guys. What else are you thinking about talking about, Billy?
I think we could wrap this up.
You think so?
I think that was a banger of a first episode, and we'll be back next week with some sick fucking topics. Some more positive energy. Hopefully some more positive topics. I feel like we really started this off on a negative note, but I mean, we needed to shed light on those issues.
Yeah, and for all the viewers and everything too, if any new breakthroughs or any new evidence or anything like that pops up in any of the topics we discussed, we'll make sure we talk about it again to keep you guys informed and all that. Because
send us a message, tag us in anything you want us to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. If you have a topic that you feel is worth talking about on the Positive Energy Podcast, let us know. Add us, hit the DMs, whatever you want to do. Comment on this podcast.
Well, at any rate, it's your boy, the Anxiety Healer.
And Cactus Cooler.
We'll see you next week.
Signing off.